people, it's me, Anja. My pronouns are she and her, and welcome back to my channel. Before we get into these books, please remember to donate to Palestine because we are fleeing Palestine until Palestine is freed, not just when the media takes the spotlight off of it. So yeah, I know I've said that in every single video, but I don't want people to forget about it and move on, because we cannot move on. We cannot move on until Palestine is freed. So yeah. Anyway, this video focuses on my favorite books with plus-size main characters because I think it's really important to diversify your bookshelf. So here we go. The first book on this list is called Love is a Revolution. This book is so good. It's a YA contemporary following a young plus-size black girl as she navigates two new relationships. One of them is self-love within herself, and the other one is a new romantic relationship. This book is so good. It's absolutely so awesome. First of all, I love the discussion of self-love, especially starring a black person. We love to see it. As a black person myself, I can kind of relate to that. I cannot relate to the plus-size representation in this book or in any of these books, so I can only speak of it to an extent. But I found it to be really good and really solid. This book was so good and it was so awesome. Second of all, the romance was so cute and it was so fluffy. The main character is such a wonderful, well-developed, distinct character, and I was so emotionally attached to her. This book is literally so good, and I would highly recommend it because I think that this book deserves all of its hype and so much more. So like I said, I would highly recommend this book. The next book on this list is called Fat Chance Charlie Vega. This book is absolutely so good. It's another YA contemporary that's a coming-of-age story about a young, fat, brown girl. This book is absolutely so good. I absolutely really enjoyed it. Charlie Vega is such an awesome, well-developed, distinct character, and I was so emotionally attached to her. I was kind of afraid that this book wouldn't live up to its expectations because when this book came out at the very beginning of this year, or maybe it came out in February or March or April, I don't remember exactly when this book came out, but anyway, whenever it did, everybody loved it and it hyped it up literally so much. So I was kind of afraid that it wouldn't live up to its hype, but I think that it absolutely did. It was so awesome. Like I said, Charlie is such a wonderful, well-developed character. The romance was so cute, and it was so fluffy, and it was so lovely, and it was so well done. The plot is so intriguing and so wonderful. I can see why this book means so much to people because it's absolutely so good. It absolutely deserves all of its hype and so much more because it's absolutely so lovely and it's so wonderful and it's so well done. This book is absolutely so good, and with that I would highly recommend it. I don't know what else to say. This book is so good. The next book on this list is called I'll Be the One. This book is absolutely so good. It's a YA contemporary that follows a young girl who wants to be the first plus-size K-pop star, and she's also bisexual. We love to see it. This book is so good. This book was one of my favorites last year, which says a lot because I read so many books last year. But this book is so good. First of all, the main character is such a wonderful, well-developed, lovely main character, and I was so emotionally attached to her. Second of all, the romance was so fluffy, and it was so cute, and it was so well done. Like I said, the main character is bisexual, and so is her love interest. We love to see it. Third of all, the plot is so intriguing and it's so well done. This is another book where I can tell how much this book means to so many people because it's so well done. It's so like emotionally attachable. I don't know if that makes any sense, but basically this book is so good and it's so excellent, and the reason why it was one of my favorite books last year is because I wouldn't change anything about this book, and I can tell why it means so much to the Asian plus-size queer community. This book is so good and it deserves all of its hype and so much more because it's absolutely so awesome, and I'm so excited to read more from this author in the future because her writing is so well done. So with that, I would highly recommend this book. The next book on this list is called Jelly. This book is so good. It's a middle-aged contemporary that follows a young girl who's plus size and uses humor to cover up how she's really feeling. This book is so good, and it's so lovely, and it's so wholesome, and it's so well done. This book is literally so underrated, and it absolutely deserves so much more hype because it's absolutely so awesome. Jelly, the main character, is such a wonderful, well-developed, distinct main character, and I was so emotionally invested in her. You know what I mean? Like, she's so wonderful and she's so lovely, and I really enjoyed reading from her voice because it was so well done. Second of all, the plot is so intriguing and it's so lovely and it's so wonderful. This book is literally so good and it's so awesome, and I just really enjoyed it. This book is so good, and like I said, it's so underrated, and for what? Because it's absolutely so awesome. Also, fun fact about this list of books, this book is the only one that stars a white person, and all the other books on this list star people of color. So we love to see it. But at any rate, this book is so good, and it's so awesome, and it's so lovely, and it's so wonderful, and it's so wholesome. So with that, I would highly recommend it. The last book on this list, but certainly not the least, is called Off the Record. There's a trigger warning on this book for sexual assault because this book is a YA contemporary that follows a young, black, bisexual, plus-size girl who's trying to uncover a scandal that heavily involves sexual assault. This book is so good. It's so awesome, and it's so well done. This author is so talented, and I definitely preferred this book to her previous book, which I read last year. This book is absolutely so awesome. First of all, the main character is such a wonderful, well-developed, distinct main character, and she is so determined and so driven, and I really enjoyed her. I was so emotionally invested in everything that was happening, and this book is so good. The plot was so intriguing, and it was so well done. The romance is also so well done, and it's so fluffy and it's so lovely, but also this book did not shy away from the hard topic of sexual assault. This book is so good, and it deserves all of its hype and so much more because it's absolutely so awesome. But like I said before, please be aware of the trigger warning on this book. But at any rate, this book is literally so good, and it deserves all of its hype and so much more because it was so well done. So with that, I would highly recommend it. So in conclusion, donate to Palestine and read books about plus size people. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please don't hesitate to give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below the rose emoji if you made it all the way to the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you're new, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!